The school committee also held their meeting on January 22nd to discuss the fiscal year 2020 budget requests. The budget was approved by all members of the school committee with positive feedback, especially regarding the implementation of a full-day kindergarten.
Our superintendent and administrators are extremely mindful of the limited resources that the town has, but also trying to desperately and appropriately do the right thing for the kids that we take responsibility for their education, which is no minor thing. So I think this has all been extremely well thought out. And I just want to say that even though there have not been changes to the budget that you originally submitted to us, that does not mean there hasn't been extensive discussions and questions and a little pushing and prodding. But I think all in the interest of making sure that we're making thoughtful decisions, which I think that I credit you all for doing. So thank you for that.
In this budget was full-day kindergarten, and that there were some choices that had to be made in order to, as Aaron said, kind of be certain that it was in the budget in a way that we could all support, so that as it moved to town meeting, there would likely be no question about it. So I do recognize that there have been some choices made, maybe items and things deferred. I think we know in the future we will have conversations about athletics, for example, and how we will continue to think about funding athletics, and that's something that is also important to us as well. But I do want to say that from the moment that we voted to require full-day, compulsory, free kindergarten, the amount of work that's gone into getting us to this point tonight where we're actually going to vote the funds for it, I think is really exciting. So I'm thrilled to be part of that.
Not everyone can afford the full 5 days of case. This is about providing every child who comes to this town, our town, with that opportunity to get off to a great start for moving into first grade. So it's really, again, it's an honor to be part of the effort to make that happen.
I think we have collectively made it easy for town meeting to say yes to something that they all want to say yes to, which is full-day kindergarten, because there isn't an override, there isn't a huge impact. We're not, the superintendent hasn't had to say, we've got to sacrifice a bunch of other things. The town manager has been able to be supportive of this. So I hope that we've made it very easy for everyone to say yes, because clearly, based on the 50-plus people here, every single one of whom made a point of saying it, this community is more than ready for full-day kindergarten.